15 minutes, heat us up, and then hopefully you'll be warm enough and it'll just be warm in here, so yeah. All right, let's just go ahead and get started. I know you're here for yoga, so let's do it. So just find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. You can kneel, you can sit cross-legged, you can sit in easy pose with one ankle in front of the other. And if you want to move a little bit, so maybe it feels good to just kind of roll your shoulders around or roll your head from side to side, working into your neck. Might even feel nice to stretch your arms up, just kind of a big good morning stretch. And then as you're ready, no rush, find stillness. So eventually just close your eyes. Either rest your hands in your lap or you can bring your hands to your heart. And start to tune in to your breath. Start to notice the rise and fall, the expansion and contraction. And next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you possibly can. Hold at the very, very top. Exhale, big open mouth sigh, let it go. Ah. And again, just like that, inhale, fill up. Hold in fullness. See if you can take up more space, so feel bigger inside of your body. And then when you're ready, open mouth, exhale, side out, let it go. Ah. One more time, so make this the biggest inhale you've taken all morning. And just think of waking your body up with this breath. Fill it with life force energy, with prana. Hold. Exhale, side out, release. Seal your lips gently now and start to engage your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose, gentle constriction in the back of your throat. And see if you can begin to create that oceanic sound or that whisper noise with your breath. So stay just in your seat, tuning into your breath, connecting with your breath. You're just in a seated morning meditation. Stay as long as you would like, but when you feel ready to add some movement, take your breath with you and come forward onto your hands and your knees. So please, no rush at all. Once you are on your hands and your knees, just start to explore your own intuitive movement, unstructured movements. So maybe it looks like cat-cow undulations. Maybe you circle your hips all the way around. Maybe you come forward towards cobra or up dog, and then you might take it all the way back into a child's pose. So just whatever calls to you. And I always like to keep my eyes closed for this first little bit. It allows me to go more inward. So try not to think too much. Don't label. Try not to even use words to describe what you're feeling, but just simply feel it. Simply experience that raw sensation. Breathe into it. And just notice what's there, what's present for you this morning. And I'm going to say give yourself about 5 more rounds of breath, just moving in your own way. And then when you feel ready to move on, downward facing dog is our eventual destination, so you can get there in your own time. Good job, you guys. As you move into your down dog, start to bring even more awareness into your body. So even if this is a posture that you've done thousands of times before, I do not care. In this moment, what can you feel? What can you notice? What can you discover? And how can you adjust? So feel into this posture as if it's the first time you've ever been here. How much length can you create from your fingertips up to your sit bones? It might feel good to pedal out your heels, shake your head yes or no. See if you can still feel your big, expansive inhalations and long, strong exhalations. So make your breath just as important as the physical postures. You guys look awesome. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. Maybe lift your sit bones just a little higher. Grow your side bodies a little longer. And then exhale, look forward however you want to get there. Feet to the top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Pause here for a moment. Feet about hips width distance apart or even a little bit wider. All 10 toes face forward. Option to take ragdoll, grab opposite elbows. Or maybe you bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. You can sway your upper body from side to side, maybe bob a little bit up and down. So notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Try not to rock back into your heels, so your weight is slightly forward, and then actively lift your butt, lift your sit bones up towards the sky as you reach the crown of your head towards the ground. Breathe into your back body, so all the way up the length of your spine, and then even down the backs of your legs. Take one more great big breath here. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift, so spinal extension. Lengthen from the top of your head back to your hips. Exhale, let it go, release. Nice, Nick. Do that one more time. Inhale to a halfway lift position. How much length can you create? Exhale, fold. Now your choice, either roll or reverse swan dive all the way up to stand. As you inhale, stretch your arms to the sky, so full body stretch. Exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. Flow with your breath. Inhale, high mountain pose, stretch tall. Lead with your heart. Exhale, slow swan dive down. So you can even think of sticking your butt out behind you as you dive, and then release, forward fold. Halfway lift with your inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana. Beautiful. Exhale, bow, Uttanasana, fold in. Root through your feet this time. Everybody lead with your heart. Reverse swan dive to stand. So feel your back muscles hug around your spine as you rise. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll do one more round just like that. It's your half sun salutation. Inhale, high mountain. Maybe take your gaze slightly up. Exhale, follow your breath down, ride your breath down ever so slowly. Good work. Halfway lift, breathe in. Think of broadening through your sit bones and even try to lift through your sit bones. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet. Lead with your heart, rise up. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. All right, let's start to build more heat. Inhale, arms to the sky. And as you exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So big bend in your knees, hinge at your hips, arms reach back as you hinge forward, and keep a little lift in your heart. So rather than rounding through your spine, think of a little baby cobra in your chest. Good job, you guys. Option to float up to your tiptoes if you want a balance challenge. Nice, Wendy. And then see if you can get a little bit lower in your legs. Bend your knees a little more. Take one more full breath. If you're on your tiptoes, see if you can stay there. Inhale, high mountain. So all the way up, as tall as you can grow. Nice work. Maybe stay on your tiptoes. Slow dive down, forward fold. It's helpful if you bend your knees a little bit if you're trying to balance. With your heels on the ground, halfway lift. Extend and lengthen your spine. Nice, Andrea. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank pose. So we're going to hold this one a little bit longer. You can come to your knees at any time if you'd like to modify. Press the ground away with your hands and draw your belly button in and up. Breathe into your back body. See if you can hold this exact same position and just start to rock ever so slightly forward and back. So you're coming forward into your fingertips, onto your tippy toes, and then pressing your heels back and lengthening through the backs of your legs. Good work. Next time you inhale, find that little rock forward, so you're on your tiptoes. Exhale, lower halfway down, so your elbows are stacked over your wrists rather than behind them. Inhale, press back up, high plank. Do that one more time. Exhale, halfway down. Strong arms, strong belly, even strong legs. Inhale, press up. Slow as you can possibly go. Exhale all the way to your belly, and you've got knees if you want to use them. Good job. Baby cobra as you breathe in. So lift your heart using back strength rather than arm strength. Take a moment to tune into your lower body. Press down through your shoelaces. Press down through your pelvis. And then imagine you're trying to pull your belly button up away from the ground. Now keep all of that. Float your hands up. Reach your hands back towards your heels. So just like we did in our chair plane, create that little baby cobra with your heart. Back muscles hug towards your spine. Bring a little bend into your elbows, or even a big bend. And imagine your elbows are magnetized. Try to squeeze them closer together behind your back. Take one more inhale. See if you can feel your mid-back muscles fire up. Exhale, release, let it go. Nice, Randy. Bring your hands out wide so they frame your mat. Lift to your fingertips, Spider-Man Cobra. Inhale, lift your chest. So elbows face the sky. Exhale, twist to the right and dip your left shoulder down towards the ground. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Press into your fingertips. Lift your heart. Exhale, other side. So twist to the left, right shoulder dips. Inhale, come back through center and go once more to each side with your own breath at your own pace. You want your hands just slightly out in front of your shoulders, nice and wide, so you have lots of mobility to work with. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. Exhale to release and let it go. And then however you want to transition, downward facing dog. You've got 5 breaths in your down dog. Check back in with your breath. Fire it back up. Lengthen it back out. Take one more big inhale into your down dog. And then exhale, look forward, empty out, step or hop, top of your mat, forward fold. Once you've arrived, find your halfway lift, so breathe in, lengthen out. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Inhale, take your arms up, maybe gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, inhale, arms to the sky. This time, add a little back bend. So cactus your arms, lift your heart, open up. Inhale, arms re-extend, realign. And then exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. So hinge forward, reach back, maybe float to tiptoes. Nice work, good, Kate. Inhale, high mountain. Maybe you're still on your tiptoes, as tall as you can grow. Exhale, slow swan dive down. Maybe you stay balanced as you dive. Good, nice, Emily, with your inhalation, heels on the ground, spinal extension. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. This time, take your vinyasa however you want. So you can add push-ups, you can take it on your knees, you can skip it all together. Substitute cat-cows, completely up to you. Move with awareness. All right, from your dog pose, next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. So for this one, keep your hips square, your inner thighs face each other. Press back and up with your right foot very actively, and then press forward and down through your hands, through your fingertips. See if you can find even more space underneath your armpits. See if you can feel that length coming from your center. So as you lift through your belly button, you lengthen through your spine. Take one more big, huge inhale, stretch. Exhale, right knee to your nose, so curl in. You're gonna stay here as you breathe in, push the ground away, and see if you can lift your right shin higher. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of your yoga mat, lunge. Give yourself about 3 breaths or so to just kind of move into your legs. So maybe it feels good to bring your back knee down, bring your weight slightly forward. Maybe you want to straighten your front leg, stretch through your hamstrings. So just explore what your legs are feeling this morning. No right or wrong. And when I let you have the freedom to move on your own, rather than getting into your head and thinking, I don't know what to do, I don't know if I'm doing it right, just go into your body. What feels good? There is no right or wrong. Maybe you just stay where you're at and breathe. Your next couple rounds will meet in crescent lunge. So eventually, front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot, and then rise up. Good, you guys. So take a moment to find stability in your legs. Think of pressing your feet down and energetically pulling your front heel back, your back toes forward. Bring your hands to your hips for just a moment, and then see if you can straighten your front leg. So as you straighten your front leg, feel the front of your thigh engage. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bend both of your knees and maybe kiss the ground with your back knee. Inhale, straighten both legs. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Exhale, bend. Go back and forth with your breath. Inhale, straighten. Keep your spine nice and long. Exhale, bend, get low. One more round. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. Good job. Inhale, straighten. And then this time, keep your back leg strong and powerful. Bend just your front knee. Come back into crescent lunge, arms to the sky. Take a big inhale right here, maybe gaze up. Exhale, airplane lunge. So hinge forward, reach back. Think of that little baby cobra in your chest. Back muscles hug around your spine. So bend your elbows a little bit. Try to squeeze them closer together. Now bring more weight into your front foot. See if you can float your back foot off the ground for full airplane pose, Degasana. So think of a smiley face shape from the top of your head back to your toes. Hips stay square. Chest is slightly lifted. And then use the strength in your inner thighs to lift your back heel level with your front shoulders. Good job, you guys. Take one more breath, find your fullest expression. And then with your inhale, back to crescent lunge. So soft landing, arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Root through your right foot, left leg floats up, standing splits. So think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. You can play with your balance, right arm behind right leg. You can play with planting your palms and lifting up to your right tiptoes, setting up for handstand hops. If you want to take a few hops towards handstand, you're more than welcome to. So anywhere you want to go, you've got about 3 more breaths. If you're holding in standing splits, relax your neck, let your head hang. Make your left leg powerful and strong. Spread through your left toes. Nice, Randy. Good, Sandy. Beautiful poses, you guys. Take one more big inhale, maybe one last little hop. And then exhale, listen here, left knee to your nose. So try to stay balanced on your right foot. Press into your right foot and rise all the way up to standing staff. So arms to the sky and left knee lifts. Good job. All right, you can choose to stay here or extend your left leg forward. Try not to lean back. Take one more big inhale. As you exhale, figure 4. So outer left ankle, top of your right thigh. Bring your hands to your heart. Sit back into a one-legged chair. So weight in your right heel. Both sit bones reach back. You've got about 3 to 5 breaths. So take it wherever you'd like. You're welcome to explore. Maybe you play with a chair plane variation, a forward fold, even an arm balance if it's in your practice. Breathe all the way down into your outer left hip. And I know your right leg is probably getting tired of balancing. Send your breath there. I promise you are stronger than your mind tells you you are. If you fall out, no big deal. Just come back in when you're ready. Nice job, Deb. Take one more breath. And then we're going to meet back in standing staff. So slowly, arms to the sky. Left knee lifts or left leg lifts. Breathe in here. As you exhale, just set your left foot down and slowly dive down, forward fold. Inhale, spinal extension, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, move through your vinyasa. You can take some push-ups, you can take an extra couple breaths in your back bend. It's totally up to you. We'll see you back in down dog. Reconnect to your breath. Powerful, strong, spacious inhalations. Long, steady exhalations all the way to empty. So the more you can figure out how to use your breath to support you in your practice, I think that opens up so much inside our body. So the breath is the key. The breath is the portal. Keep exploring it. Don't give up on it. It is there for you. It's not working against you. You just have to figure out how to use it. Next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. So from your fingertips, lengthen your left leg. So as you push your fingertips forward and down, press your left foot back and up. Hips are square. Inner thighs face each other. Notice if your right hip got lazy and kind of shot out to the right, hug in with your right inner thigh, lift through your belly button. Breathe. Take one more big inhale. See if there's any more length or strength you can find. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So curl in. Your shoulders should be over your wrist. Stay here as you breathe in. See if you can lift your shin just a tiny bit higher. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Lunge. Give yourself a few breaths to just explore your legs on this side. So maybe you bring your back knee down, work your left hip towards your left heel. Maybe you straighten your front leg. Maybe you move into a wide-legged forward fold. So absolutely no right or wrong. It's your practice. It's your body. It's your breath. So be with it. I like to say, I heard Scott Moore say this once, I am your substitute teacher. So I'm leading you through this practice. I'm telling you what to do. I'm giving you suggestions. But you are your real teacher. You're the only one that knows how you feel on the inside. So listen to that and honor that. Crescent lunge in your next breath or two. So front knee over front ankle, high on the ball of your back foot, square off your hips. So think of ever so slightly pulling left hip back, right hip forward. Take one more inhale here. And then as you exhale, just bring your hands down to your hips. Keep your spine long, straighten your front legs, squeeze through your inner thighs. Take a big inhale and see if you can grow taller through your spine. Draw up through the crown of your head. Keep that exhale, bend both of your knees. Maybe back knee just kisses the ground very gently. Inhale, straighten. Squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, bend, get low. Move with intention. Inhale, straighten. And again, exhale, bend. Nice and easy. One more round. Inhale, straighten, building the heat in your legs. Exhale, bend. And this time, inhale, straighten. Keep your back leg straight and strong. Bend just your front knee. Arms to the sky, back to your crescent lunge. So chest is lifted, fingertips are spreading and reaching. Take one more inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge, hinge forward, reach back, little baby cobra in your heart, so don't let your spine round. See if you can feel your back muscles hugging your spine, giving your spine support. As you're ready, full airplane pose. So left foot is your base, right leg floats up. Maybe your right foot just hovers above the ground and that's your pose. That's perfect. Good, Nick. Maybe you go for that smiley face shape. Good job, Kate. So little lift in your heart. And then imagine you could get your back heel level with your front shoulders. Take one more round. Awesome, Deb. Land back in crescent lunge. So right toes to the back of your mat. Arms to the sky. Breathe in here. Exhale. Bring your hands to the earth. Standing splits. Left foot roots. Right leg lifts. So again, think of it as just a one-legged forward fold. You are more than welcome to explore it in any way. So maybe you take your left arm behind your left leg. Maybe you plant your palms, float up to your left tiptoes. If you do that, see if you can lift to your left tiptoes by using your core, by using your belly button, not by just pressing up through your foot. Feel free to hop if you want to. Play with handstand. You never have to arrive. You are just playing. We are just practicing. We're exploring. Where's your breath? Can you make it bigger, stronger, more spacious? Take one more inhale. Reach your right leg a little higher. Good, Andrea. Exhale, right knee to your nose. So try to stay balanced on your left foot if you can. Press into your left foot all the way up, standing staff. So arms to the sky, right knee lifted. Flex your right toes back. Stay here or extend your right leg forward. Try not to lean back. One more in-breath. Good job. Exhale, figure four. So outer right ankle, top of your left thigh, hands to heart. Sit back into a one-legged chair pose. So try not to bring your weight forward into your toes. Weight is back in your left heel. And then go wherever you want to go with it. Maybe a forward fold, maybe a chair plane variation. Maybe even an arm balance if it's in your practice and you feel like it would be beneficial to you, if it will serve you. Where is your breath? Can you feel it? Maybe even visualize it moving down into your outer right hip. Take a couple more rounds. You guys are awesome. If you fall out, no big deal. We are just practicing. We'll meet back in standing staff. So slowly start to rise back up. Reach back up. Nice work. Right knee is lifted. Maybe extend your right leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, right foot down. Slow dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. And exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, vinyasa your way. Add push-ups, skip it, take it on your knees, your choice. We'll see you back in down dog. Nice, Sandy. Good, Emily. Beautiful movement, you guys. Awesome awareness. All right, so take a moment in your down dog just to walk it out, to reconnect with your breath, and just think of stretching into all the space you've created with just a little bit of conscious, mindful movement. We'll take that entire sequence 2 times through, 1 breath, 1 movement. If at any time you want to take a break, you want to do something else than what I'm cueing, again, you are the #1 teacher in your practice today, in this moment. So do whatever you need to do. Take 1 more big inhale into your down dog. Exhale, step or float, forward fold. So think of my cues as invitations. Inhale to a halfway lift, lots of length. Exhale, bow, refold. Root through your feet and rise all the way up. Inhale, stretch super tall. Try to touch the ceiling with your fingertips. Exhale, hands to heart center. And here we go with our flow. Inhale, high mountain. Add your back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Lift your chest up towards your chin. Take your throat back. Press your hips gently forward. Inhale, arms to the sky. Realign. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. I'm going to cue slow because I want you to breathe slow. Inhale, high mountain all the way up, so maybe you're still on your tiptoes. Exhale, slow swan dive down. You're welcome to try to keep your heels lifted as you dive if you'd like. With an in-breath, halfway lift, spinal extension. Exhale, plant your hand, step or hop. Keep that exhale going as you lower, chaturanga. Inhale, curl open. So roll your shoulders back and down as you lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take it back. Big inhalation, right leg to the sky. Spread through your right toes. Now use your core strength. Exhale, right foot softly to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge, strong through your legs. And then listen here, exhale, airplane lunge or full airplane. So option to fly only if you want to, you do not have to. Inhale, come back to your crescent lunge, soft landing, arms reach up, gaze up. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Inhale, standing splits. You're welcome to take one hop if you want. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So curl in, bend both of your knees. Press into your right foot, rise up. Inhale, standing staff pose. Exhale, figure four, hands to heart. Left ankle to your right thigh, sit low. Inhale, standing staff, your variation. So option to extend your left leg. Exhale, left foot down, slow dive down, forward fold. Inhale to your spinal extension. Exhale, plant your hands, step or float back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, grow into your back bend with awareness, with intention. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. So see if you can be present for transitions. Exhale, left foot forward with intention and awareness. Inhale, slow rise, crescent lunge. Feel your body move through space as you rise. Exhale, yogi's choice, airplane lunge or full airplane fly, Degasana. Inhale, back to crescent, soft landing if possible. Arms reach up, maybe gaze up, open up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Inhale, standing splits, right leg lifts. You're welcome to hop if you want. Exhale, right knee to your nose, curl in. If possible, stay balanced on your left foot. Inhale, standing staff, so slowly rise up, reach up. Exhale, figure four, outer right ankle, top of your left thigh, sit low, hands to heart. Inhale, standing staff. Maybe you extend your right leg forward. Exhale, right foot down. Follow your breath down. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Big inhalation, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop, Chaturanga Dandasana. With your inhale, cobra or up dog, shoulders back and down. Try not to lock out your elbows. Exhale, downward facing dog. So take a moment here just to kind of reconnect, recalibrate. Maybe you want to take an exhale out your mouth. Sometimes I like to lift my hips really, really high, come up to my tippy toes, and then press my heels back towards the ground. Lengthen my spine more. So there's so many ways we can explore even the most familiar postures. Take one more big inhalation. With your exhale, gaze forward, empty out first, step or float, top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift with your in-breath. Nice Deb, exhale, bow, refold. Root through your feet, lead with your heart, rise to stand. Back muscles hug around your spine. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. This is your last round. Make it a moving meditation. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, work your back bend. So bottom tips of shoulder blades squeeze and press through to the front of your heart. Inhale, re-extend, realign. And exhale, one more chair plane or drinking bird. So low in your legs, maybe lift to your tiptoes. Nice work. High mountain, as tall as you can possibly grow as you breathe in. And exhale, ride your breath down. Nice and easy, fold. Good work. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your mat. Chaturanga, slowly lower. Inhale, heart lifts, nice Sandy. Roll your shoulders back and down. Exhale, good Andrea, downward facing dog. Lift your hips, spine nice and long. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Strong through your right leg. Exhale, use your core, right foot steps through softly. Inhale, crescent lunge. Strong through your legs, lift your heart, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, airplane lunge or full airplane, your choice, what will best serve you. Inhale, come back to crescent, soft landing, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to the earth. Pay attention as you transition. Inhale, standing splits. Left leg floats up. Lots of length. Exhale, left knee to your nose. So curl in, press into your right foot. Rise, standing staff. Breathe in. Exhale, figure four. Hands to heart. Sit back. Inhale, back to standing staff. Maybe left leg extends. Try not to lean back. Exhale, left foot to the ground. Follow your breath down. Forward fold. You are almost there. Stick with it. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or hop. Chaturanga. Inhale, heart opens. And exhale takes you back. Downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Exhale, left foot forward. Strong through both legs. Inhale, crescent, rise up. And your choice, exhale, airplane lunge or fly, full airplane. Fullest expression, give it everything you've got. Inhale, back to crescent. Exhale, hands come down. With your in-breath, standing splits, right leg lifts, spread your right toes. Exhale, right knee to nose, curl in. Now press into your left foot, rise up, standing staff. Inhale, reach. Exhale, figure four, get low. Weight in your left heel, butt reaches back, hands to heart. Inhale, standing staff. Last time here, get as tall as you can. Exhale, set your right foot down and dive down, forward fold. All right, listen carefully. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Pause here, lower down to your forearms, forearm plank. So nice and easy, one arm at a time. Elbows underneath your shoulders, forearms parallel, palms face down, fingers spread wide. If you would like to modify, you can interlace your fingers instead. You're going to take 3 more breaths. If you want to make it a little easier, knees can come down. If you want to make it a little harder, bend your knees, but don't let your hips drop. And imagine you're trying to pull your elbows back and your toes forward. Breathe into your back body. Draw navel to spine. Take just one last round. I promise you'll get a break after this. Stick with me. Walk your toes towards your elbows. Dolphin pose. So lift your hips super high. Imagine there's a rope attached to your belly button and it's pulling up towards the ceiling. You can go wherever you want to go. You've got about 4 more breaths. So maybe you lift one leg and then the other. Maybe you play with your little hops towards forearm stand. And again, if you never get there, if you never hold a forearm stand in your life, nobody cares. It's not about reaching a destination. It's about what you learn on the way there. So be present with whatever you feel. So See if you can find that connection to your center. Soften through your face, unclench your jaw. You guys are awesome. Nice, Kate. Take one more big, huge breath. Good, Andrea. End of your exhale. Nice, Emily. Release. Child's pose, embryo pose. So embryo is just reaching your hands back to grab your heels. Or hero's pose, seated meditation. So take a moment to just notice, to just observe. Feel the energy moving through your body, the energy you have created. Reconnect to your big, deep breaths. If you want to give yourself a couple exhales out your mouth, go for it. And then in your next 3 to 5 rounds, however you want to transition, downward facing dog. All right, from your dog pose, next time you breathe in, take your right leg to the sky. And then this time you are going to open your right hip. So bend your right knee, squeeze your outer right butt cheek, reach your right knee out to the right and then up towards the sky. Try not to sink into your left hand, your left shoulder, or your left hip. So the left side of your body did not even move as your right hip opened. See if you can lift your right knee a little bit higher, and then imagine there's a rolled up washcloth behind your right knee, and you're trying to squeeze it and wring it out. See if you can flex your right toes. Take one more big inhale, lift your right knee higher, open up more. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Inhale, 3-legged down dog. So right leg high, stretch it out. Exhale, right knee, right armpit as high as you can get on your arm. Maybe even bend your elbows, add a little push up. Inhale, take it back up. Nice job. Exhale, knee to your nose. So scoop out your belly and then softly step your right foot to the top of your yoga mat. All right, this time, keep your left hand on the ground and reach your right arm to the sky for a twist, revolve lunge. So back leg strong and powerful. Squeeze through your inner thighs. And imagine you're trying to drag your right hip towards the back of your mat, but then at the same time, your right knee and shin hug towards your left armpit. You can choose to stay right where you're at, or option, walk your left fingertips off the left side of your yoga mat, and then start to reach your right fingertips way, way back so your heart turns towards the sky. Try not to collapse into your legs, so legs stay strong. Find the rotation or the mobility coming from your mid and your upper back, wherever you're at. One more big, huge breath. Twist as you exhale. End of your exhalation, beautiful poses, nice Randy. End of your exhale, unwind, wide-legged forward fold. Hands over to the left side of your yoga mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. And then try to keep that length in your low spine, good Wendy, as you fold and bow. And you can go wherever you'd like for about 5 deep breaths. So feel free to find stillness and just breathe and be. Feel free to explore. So maybe you want to practice headstand, Skandasana, bend one knee and then the other, a twist. Big, spacious breaths, strong exhales all the way to empty. Big inhales that move energy through your body. Nice work, everybody. Last couple breaths. Next time you inhale, halfway lift, and you can just bring your fingertips to the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your yoga mat and rotate your toes to face forward so you're in a lunge position. Now walk your fingertips forward and float your back leg up. So you're in a warrior 3 position with your fingertips on the ground. So try to find tons of length from the top of your head back to your left heel. Bring your right hand up to your low back. Feel, are my hips square? So if your left hip is higher than your right hip, adjust that. It might be helpful to bend your standing leg a little bit. And then keep your hips square and start to turn your upper body to the right. Squeeze through your inner thighs. Eventually, reach your right arm up, revolved half moon. Awesome, Andrea. So back leg strong. Press with your back foot. Twist from your center. Ring out. Reach up like you're trying to touch the ceiling with your right fingertips. Awesome, Emily. Wherever you're at, give it one more big breath. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. Now listen, end of your exhale, keep your back leg lifted, unwind your upper body. So right fingertips to the ground, left hand to left hip. Now open it up. Regular half moon should feel relatively good to open your hips. Left arm eventually reaches up. If you want to take the bind, you're welcome to. Bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Find your pose. If left leg is extended, make it powerful and strong. So if I came over and tried to press your left leg down, it wouldn't move. There's so much power there. Take about 2 more breaths. I know your right leg is talking to you. Give your awareness to it and soften around it. So rather than trying to ignore it, just be with it and breathe into it. One last inhale. You guys are awesome. Exhale, tuck and curl. So bring your left foot down next to your right foot. Little tiny potato bug ball. So butt towards the ground, nose towards your knees. You can keep your fingertips on the ground to help with balance, or option to wrap your arms around the fronts of your shins and just give yourself a great big squeeze. So breathe into your back body, and as you exhale, draw navel to spine. Find the deepest part of yourself, your very, very center. Next time you breathe in, spinal extension, heels on the ground, spine parallel to the earth. Exhale, fold. And then your choice, roll or reverse swan dive all the way up. As you inhale, take your arms up, stretch tall. And as you exhale, hands to heart center. All right, you guys. Listen carefully. Inhale, arms to the sky. Root down into your right foot, and then left heel towards your left butt cheek. So bend your left knee. You're going to take your right hand back to grab the top of your left foot. Kiss your knees together, and then slowly start to hinge at your hips. Kick your foot into hand, pull your hand back into your foot so you're in a twisted dancer pose. Maybe find a little baby cobra through your heart once you're hinged forward. Good job. Keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Keep breathing. I think this is one of the most uncomfortable poses in yoga, so if it feels that way, you're perfect. You're doing it right. Slowly, we'll return back to a high mountain pose. So see if you can move very, very slowly out of the posture. Eventually, left foot to the ground, arms to the sky. Try to find a nice neutral spine. Big inhale, reach a little higher. And exhale, slow dive down. Stick your butt out, lead with your heart, then fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Now pause here. You've got side plank on your right hand. So roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or you're welcome to bring your right knee down and take a modified side plank. Left arm to the sky. Yeah, Deb, you've got it. So if you do not have your bottom knee on the ground, focus on lifting your hips super high. Maybe take your left arm forward, so reach past the top edge of your mat. Maybe even float your left leg up. So your fullest expression, take 2 more rounds. The higher you can lift your hips, the more weight that will take out of your shoulder and out of your wrists. Soften your face. Take 1 more inhale. Exhale, plank or modified plank. Take an inhale at the top. Push the ground away. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, back bend variation of your choice. And then exhale, just tabletop position. Curl your toes under, bring your knees hips width distance apart, and you're gonna sit your hips back onto your heels. This is called screaming toe pose. Lots of you have done this with me before. So don't let your heels kind of fall out to the side, squeeze them in towards midline, bring your hands to your heart. If this is way too much for the bottoms of your feet, then you can keep your hands on the ground in front of you and just kind of lean forward. Try not to put a lot of weight in your hands if possible. So sit, hands at heart center, maybe close your eyes and just breathe. This is an intense posture. You're gonna feel that heat start to build in your feet. See if you can just sit with it, breathe into it. It's one of the best stretches we can do for our feet, for our plantar fascia. Stay soft through your face, through your shoulders, unclench your jaw. Good job. If you're a runner, this is so good for you. Take 2 more deep breaths. Exhale out your mouth if you want. Nice work, you guys. Go ahead, come back to hands and knees. Untuck your toes and just kind of tap the tops of your feet against the ground. Little pitter-patters against the ground. And then child's pose for a couple breaths. Sit back, breathe into your low back, your hips, and eventually downward facing dog. So reconnect, feel those big expansive inhales, long strong exhales. This is where you dig deep, where you find kind of your second wind. You are almost there. Give it everything you've got, but stay kind, stay soft, stay compassionate. Downward facing dog if you're not there already. All right, next time you breathe in, left leg to the sky. Try not to move right hand, right shoulder, or right hip. Peel your left hip open. So bend your left knee, squeeze your outer left butt cheek, reach your left knee out to the left and then up. So as you open your left hip, your right inner thigh hugs towards midline, your belly button lifts. Both hands press down evenly and equally. You guys look awesome. Take 1 more inhale. Good job, Nick. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Try not to let your hips sink lower than shoulders. Good, Sandy. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Take it back up. Exhale, left to left as high as you can get on your arm and add that push-up if you want. Awesome, Kate. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Back up, stretch. Last one, knee to your nose. So really scoop out your belly. Then step your left foot forward, lunge position. Right hand stays down, left arm to the sky, revolve, lunge. So legs strong, squeeze through your inner thighs, keep your back leg powerful. So remember at the very beginning of class when we straightened our legs in our lunge and then bent our knees, remember how strong your back leg got when you straightened it? Think of that. Now, if you want to take it further, legs stay strong, don't let that change. Crawl your right fingertips off the right side, the right edge of your mat, and then start to reach your left fingertips way back. Imagine you're trying to turn your heart to look up at the sky. 2 more rounds wherever you're at, your fullest expression. Beautiful. Awesome poses, you guys. Good strong legs. Nice, Andrea. End of your next exhale. Unwind. Wide-legged forward fold. So hands over to the right side of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Halfway lift on an in-breath. Exhale wherever you want to go. 5 rounds. So I do not care what you do here, just as long as your breath is right there with you, just as long as your awareness is right here in your body. So stay present. I always think it's so funny that we come to yoga and then we tune out and think about what we have to do for the rest of the day. Think about it. If I got 5 minutes, if somebody said, you have 5 minutes to do whatever you want, the last thing I'm going to do is think about what I have to do later or go on my phone and just do something on my phone. So be present with yourself. Think of having an intimate experience with yourself on your mat. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. Slowly crawl your hands to the top of your mat and rotate your toes to face forward. So you're in a lunge position. And then from your lunge, you're going to move into your warrior 3 with your fingertips on the ground. So crawl your hands forward off the top edge of your mat. Float your back leg up. So think of a long, strong line from the top of your head back to your right heel. Bring your left hand up to your sacrum, to your low back. And feel, does it feel like my hips are level? So lower your right hip down if you need to. Your inner thighs should face each other. Start to twist your upper body towards the coffee shop, towards the left wall. And then eventually left arm to the sky, revolved half moon. Back leg strong and powerful. Squeeze through your inner thighs. You want to feel this twist coming from your center, not your arms. So how can you adjust? You need to bend your standing leg a little bit, that's fine. Take one more round and see if you can twist, twist, twist. Nice work. Regular half moon, so back leg stays lifted. Unwind your upper body. Left fingertips down. Right hand can come to right hip first, and then eventually right arm to the sky. So let your hips open. Let your shoulders open. Let your chest open. If you want to move into the bind, you're welcome to. Press back actively through your right foot if your right leg is extended. And notice, does it feel like you're letting go through your belly and you're getting a big, huge arch in your low back? So think of a nice neutral spine. You guys look so wonderful. Breathe. Take one more inhale. Exhale, tuck and curl. So your little tiny potato bug ball. Right foot comes down next to left. Get small. Round through your spine. Breathe into your back body, your back ribs. And then exhale, just curl into yourself. Find the deepest part of yourself. Take one more round. Exhale all the way to empty. Next inhale, halfway lift, spinal extension. Exhale, fold. Root through your feet, rise all the way up. Inhale, open up the front of your hips as you reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, one last balancing pose. Inhale, high mountain. Root into your left foot, right heel towards your right butt cheek. So bend your right knee. Find your balance here. And then bring your left hand back to grab the top of your right foot. Once you have that, kind of realign your body. So hug your knees in, hug your inner thighs in. And then eventually start your hip hinge. So hinge forward, and as you do so, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. This side for me feels a lot more challenging, so if that's true for you or if it's not true for you, just notice. See if you can find a little lift through your heart like you're doing baby cobra. Awesome, Randy. Take 2 more breaths, your fullest expression. If you're falling in and out, that's where you're at today. Meet yourself there. You're perfect. We'll meet back in our high mountain. So come out of it slowly. With awareness, both feet to the ground, both arms to the sky, and try to stand with a neutral pelvis and a neutral spine so you're not pressing your ribs forward. Take one more big inhale, grow taller. Exhale, slow dive so your butt can stick out as your heart guides you down, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. This is your last big power pose. Left hand is your base, side plank, Vashisthasana. So come down to your left knee if you'd like. Otherwise, outer edge of left foot, karate chops the ground. Lift your hips high. Maybe reach your right arm forward towards the front of the room. Maybe float your right leg up, so your fullest expression. Give it everything you've got. So much strength here. And then soften around it. Think of softening through your outer body, through your outer shell. Take one last big inhale. Exhale slowly, plank or modified plank. So you've got knees if you want to use them. Big inhale, push the earth away. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, back bend of your choice. Exhale, wherever you want to go. Child's pose, embryo pose, screaming toe pose, seated meditation. Give yourself about 3 to 5 deep breaths. Reconnect. Stay here just a little bit longer. Downward facing dog. All right, you guys, you've made it. So next time you inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your mat. Set your body down gently. Make sure your right knee is wider than your right hip, so it's towards the outer right edge of your mat rather than midline. Good, Wendy. And then hug towards center. So think of pulling right hip back, left hip forward. What we're doing is we're plugging the femur bones into the sockets, so we're not dumping into our joints. We can safely stretch the muscles around the joints. So once you've got that, the strength to support your stretch, you can start your bow forward, or if there's another variation you want to work with, choice is always yours. And then even as you bow forward, energetically drag your right hip towards the back of your mat. If you want to go deeper from there, you can scoot your back knee back a little bit further. Breathe. So here you have about 7 breaths. Be here, be present, be with yourself, be with your body. Communicate with your body in a way that we don't usually take the time to do. Sometimes I like to visualize my breath as like a bright white light or bright white stardust, and just watch it with my mind's eye flow all the way down into my right hip and kind of swirl around, create space, create opening, and then just release and wash back over me, flowing out through the crown of my head. Take about 3 more slow, deep breaths. You can exhale out your mouth anytime. And slowly begin to find your way back up. And eventually a 3-legged down dog. So you'll press down through your hands, tuck your back toes, and lift your right leg all the way back and up. You can give it a nice little shake out. You could even flip your dog as a counter stretch. So any movement that calls to you, and then just regular downward facing dog, walk it out. If you want to take a vinyasa before we move to the other side, please feel free. And then I'm just going to let you guys, in your own time, in your own way, find pigeon with your left shin forward. Take just as much time, just as much care to set yourself up on the other side. No rush. Please don't feel like you're in a hurry. And once you get there, just breathe, just observe, just take it all in. Soften wherever you can soften. So notice, where do you tense up? Where do you resist without even realizing it? And if you're doing it right here, you're probably doing it in other parts of your life. When you get uncomfortable, when you feel a lot, where do you hold it? So just by noticing, start to move that energy, start to soften, let it release, let it go. Big, spacious breaths. Exhale out your mouth anytime. You guys are awesome. I'm going to guesstimate about 4 or 5 more rounds, but I will leave it up to you ultimately. So when you feel pretty even on both sides, 3-legged down dog and then 1 final down dog. And please, no rush at all. Good job, you guys. And if you get back to down dog early and you're waiting and you want to take a child's pose, that's perfect. If there is another position, posture, stretch you want to take in the meantime, that's fine too. So we'll wait for everybody. Please don't hurry yourself. Keep breathing slow and steady, just a little bit longer. And then you guys, from your down dog or from your child's pose, we will eventually find our way down onto our backs. So transition however you would like, and if you want to grab a jacket or put on your socks as we move down onto our backs, please feel free. And once you are down on your back, just squeeze your knees in towards your belly, gently rock from side to side. Massage your low back against the ground. Find a happy baby pose. And from your happy baby, you're welcome to rock, you're welcome to straighten one leg and then the other, maybe even both at the same time, just like a wide-legged forward fold on your back. And then give yourself about 10 breaths to complete your practice for you. So maybe a supine spinal twist, maybe an inversion, maybe you want to go straight into your Shavasana, get an extra long Shavasana today. So whatever calls to you, whatever your body wants or needs, go there. And then eventually everybody just start transitioning into your final relaxation. And I'm just going to leave this song playing for Shavasana. And just kind of listen to the words, soak it in, take it into your body. So basically the name of the song is I Am. The words are I am, I am, I am. I love that phrase, that saying, because there are so many things that we are. We are good and sometimes we are bad. We do good things and sometimes we mess up. So rather than counteracting I am not good enough with I am good enough, just go right down to the very bottom of it. I am, I am, I am. So that encompasses everything. We are so big, so expansive. We are infinite. And at the same time, we are so small. We are so unimportant. We are everything and we are nothing. So allow yourself to just feel into that, the paradox of it all. And just rest and melt and soak in all the efforts of your practice. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. And slowly begin to move through fingers, toes. Just bring gentle movements back into your body. And then eventually roll to either side, fetal position. Give yourself a couple breaths there, just resting on your side body, breathing into your back body, curling into yourself. And then just symbolizing a new beginning, a new start, a fresh start. Use a strength word, connecting to a deeper part of you. Honor your practice, honor your body for showing up for you this morning. I thank you guys so much for being here, letting me guide you. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste.